So Toastmasters Club is not the only place we work on leadership. It also refers to my job. I work for a fast-growing international company, and especially during last 1 year and a half, our local Moscow team was grown from 3 people to 15. And in some moments we came to ideas that we have to pass some processes to other people in the company, and we also need to develop the leadership and ownership inside the team. So I went for some research on the internet, and I was looking for some like experience of other people and some stories, and I found one miracle story I want to share with you. So this story happened to work. This story happened to the ex-captain of U.S. Navy nuclear submarine, David Market. He was a good soldier of U.S. Navy. Yeah, he was working and studying in academy, and he's supposed to be the captain of nuclear submarine. For the last 1 year, he studied a lot about submarine US Olympia because he was supposed to be the captain of this submarine. So he knew a lot about this submarine, everything about like blueprints of submarine, every buttons, how it works. But for some reason, especially because the captain of was resigned, he was assigned as a new captain of this completely different submarine. So this submarine was really, it was actually new submarine, but the team of this submarine was really bad. It was, there were many jokes about it inside the US Navy. They really showed bad results, and it was like one of the worst submarines. So he became captain, and once on some trainees he asked his navigator to double the speed of submarine. So he asked him, and nothing happened. He repeated his comment again, but nothing happened. So then he came to him and asked, like, what happens? I asked you to double the speed. And the navigator said, this gear just doesn't work. We cannot double the speed of submarine. He asked why, and the reply was, we supposed to change this gear, but nobody told us about it. Now nobody told us to do it. So on that moment, he realized that he was learning in academy that leadership is can be defined as the behavior, like directing the thoughts of his team, and especially create the commons to the team. But the reality, in the reality on his new team, he understood that telling the people what to do is actually depriving them from opportunity to grow. And he started to reinvent new way to lead the team. He continued to tell a task to the people, but he told nothing about how to complete this task. For example, he said to his team that some inspection will come next Wednesday. And they asked him what to do, and he said, I don't know. So a few days passed, and people start to come to him and saying like, I think we have to do this, this, and this. And he said, okay. Then people start to come to him and telling like, we recommend to do this, 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 and he said, okay. So people understand that he's accepting like any recommendation, and they start to handle these processes by themselves. And in the end, they first they came to him for asking for requested permission. Then they came to him with words, I intend to do this, this, and this. So in this model, they actually succeed. They were really able to show good results. But learning from this was that he stopped to give an order to the people, and he gave control them to own a situation. So that is the way how to develop the ownership in a team, and I hope that it might help us in our company as well.